From a misty mountainside in Japan's Iya Valley, this is Paul Kato with the Chiiori update. Well, rainy season has started in earnest. Bad for my tan, but good for our bush beans. Ellen Stube, Australian somatic therapist, had to cancel her visit last year. But that didn't stop her from sending us several packs of organic seeds once she got back home. Now those beans are getting more rain than they could ever dream of in New South Wales. And they seem to like it. But enough about beans. Now it's time for another installment of our community segment, Eye on Iya. This week's Eye on Iya, Takahashi-san. Takahashi-san is pure Iya, a true Renaissance man. He can cook, clean, farm, repair, rethatch, play instruments, and he's even learning to sing. But this jack of all Iya trades actually wasn't born in Iya at all. Takahashi-san was born in Saga Prefecture and moved with his family to Ikeda when he was a child. As a young man, he traveled the world on merchant ships, but finally settled down in Iya near his wife's family. Now he's a member of Menmeijuku, a group of local craftspeople who teach programs for tourists. He also runs the Ryugu Cottages, a great group of rental cabins near Ryugu Park. I stopped by Ryugu Cottages to have a chat with Takahashi-san.
ここは龍ヶ岳コテージです。ここはね、できたのが平成6年だから15年。コテージの管理人をやっています。
万風路寺の龍ヶ岳の一番いいポイントは何ですか？
緑が豊かで自然がいっぱい残っているということですね。で、何よりも静かです。で、四季折々の花が咲きますので見てくださいと。
Ryugu rental cabins run about 4,000 yen per person and are conveniently located 10 to 15 minutes by car from Chiiori. Last week's update got lots of great response. I can't tell you how much I appreciated the encouragement. There were also several questions posted in the comment box. Let's take a look at a few in this week's mailbag. Ken writes, maybe an easy solution to your pest problem would be to have a dog. Here in Wakayama, Ken, the Kishu Ken breeds were kept to keep away wild boars in the old times. That's true, Ken. Actually, the Chiiori crew before me had a cute dog named Jackie-chan. Not to be confused with Jackie Chan, the martial arts movie star. While the house was closed in 2007, Jackie went to live with our friend Ichioka-san. Now she's quite happy in her new home. The problem with having a dog like Jackie at Chiiori is that she'd have to stay tied up at all times. The reason being, our neighbors don't want dogs digging around in their garden, any more than rabbits or badgers. On top of that, one of the pest prevention devices that I didn't show you last week are the traps that our neighbors use in their fields. Unfortunately, those traps don't discriminate for puppy paws. I just don't have the heart to keep a dog tied up all the time. So, for now, I'm afraid, no dogs for Chiiori. Good suggestion, though. In another letter, Cam writes, what other exciting projects is Chiiori working on? Great question, Cam. Right now, Chiiori is getting prepared to host a big group from Yale University next month. But our most important task for this summer is the start of our fundraising drive. As you may know, our primary goal is to give our house the power to sustain itself, far into the future. To do this, we want to turn Chiiori into a viable living and event space where people and groups of all kinds can use this secluded place to unwind and get a fresh take on old topics. So just like teaching a man to fish instead of just giving him a fish, this initial investment in upgrading Chiiori will allow it the footing to generate income and sustain itself. Now, I'll be talking more about our fundraising activities and our future goals in the coming weeks, so please stay tuned. Now it's time for another moment of reflection. When you move to the hills, you meet a new kind of flower, the mountain variety. Whether it's a mountain azalea or mountain wisteria, these are often more spindly and delicate than their lowland cousins. But what they lack in flash, they make up for in elegance. And when you're a horizon-hungry lowlander like me, this puff of purple in the endless wall of green can be more powerful than all the irises in Heian Jingu. So what are your favorite kind of flowers to come across when hiking in the hills? Well, that's it for this week. Oh, I'm getting some breaking news. Let's go live to field reporter and my evil twin, Paolo. Gracias, Paolo. What's happening? This just in. Chiiori Trust has installed a shower heater in the unit bath. Great news for anyone who likes showering but hates hypothermia. Hey. Up here. Whew. Disturbing footage from south of the border. I apologize to anyone with small children. Well, tune in next week for another Chiiori update.